Luma Dream Machine version 1.6 has come with camera controls, and here are some awesome ways to use them. The first one is orbit. You can orbit left or right with the camera controls, and now it's really easy for you to make sure you get those nice, slick product image shots that you do want, where you have like a product and the camera moves around it. Really cool stuff. But this effect can also be used to show movement, and in this case showing, for example, a cargo ship that is moving forwards. You can get a very cinematic shot by putting in the orbit camera to orbit around it as that ship is moving past. The camera controls also work really well with text, and Luma's actually really good at picking up text in prompts as well. Included camera motion, including some text that you want to put into an image or to a video, and you can actually get a really cool kind of shot here. For example, here where you can have text appear and orbit the camera around it, so it gives it a bit of a 3D effect as the world around it also moves. You also get a really cinematic push in to move the camera through some text as well, and that's a really cool way to get a really cinematic like intro title sequence kind of effect. The camera pull out effect is also a really good one because I find it's really good at revealing a scene. So you start quite close to something and then you zoom out to reveal more. So this can be used, for example, I put in like a museum, we'll focus on a painting, we're zooming out to pull more people into the shot and you see the full scale of the room. Another example here is this briefcase. You zoom in and then it zooms back out to reveal that it's inside a warehouse. It's a good way of kind of revealing the environment around a single object. We can also pan the camera, which means to move it left or right in a scene. This is good at kind of revealing the scale of something. So in this case, a neon cityscape at night, moving the camera across to reveal how big it is. However, there's also a really cool way where you can use the pan feature to also follow a person as well. In this action fight scene, I want it to become a slow motion bullet time effect. I extended the clip twice using the pan feature with the camera to follow one of the characters as he takes a punch and moves back. Another really cool approach is looping. Now, Luma released loops a few versions ago, but now with the camera controls, you can actually really impact the type of loop you want. So in this first example here, this is a full push in. The camera's just pushing in into this hallway that's lit by candlelight, and I got it to loop over and over again, so it just kind of keeps pushing through infinitely, which is really great. Another option I got for looping is to move down. So in this case, I have an orb here floating in a room, and I got the camera to move down infinitely, so the orb kind of keeps reappearing to give a different type of loop. So those are some ways you can use the latest Luma Dream Machine version 1.6 camera controls. I'm still playing around with it. There's still plenty to do with it because it's really cool. But overall, Luma's really kicking ass these days and releasing stuff real fast. And I think it's great to have more control over your creations, as it's critical when you're making videos to know exactly what you're going to create. But I'm curious to see what you're creating. Show it to me.